series of I. It is actually a true honor to join on this platform that celebrates multidisciplinary research and innovation. So, today I am here to share something close to my heart, how gamification and artificial intelligence are reshaping the way we teach and the way our students learn. This is not just a trend, actually, it is a transformation. So, together, let us explore how we can reimagine education for the digital native learners. So, here is the roadmap. To give you a quick overview, this is the path we will be taking. First, who are these digital natives? Then, what does gamification bring to education? Next, the power of AI and how gamification and AI work together. And then, some challenges and ethics we must keep in mind. And then, case studies and outcomes from my own classrooms. And finally, a vision for the future. Let's begin by meeting our students, the digital natives. Yeah. So, understanding the digital native learner. So, our learners today are born into technology, right? So, for them, using a smartphone or navigating an app is as natural as breathing. So, they are visual learners. So, they process the world maybe through reels or memes or games activities, not long pages of text they read, right? So when they need answers, they do not flip through the books, but then they instinctively turn into AI tools and search engines, right? So, and most importantly, they thrive on active engagement. These learners, they thrive on active engagement. So they want immediate feedback, they love collaborative challenges, and they learn best when they are hands on. So, if we want to reach them, we need to design learning that speaks their language, right? So, here is the transformative case for gamification. So, here, gamification is not about turning the classrooms into arcades. Actually, it is about borrowing the principles of games like challenge, reward, progression, and teamwork and applying them into learning. So imagine boring grammar drills turning into quests and vocabulary practice becoming puzzles, team presentations becoming challenges where collaboration is rewarded. So in my elective classes, okay, on gamification in education at Kumaraguru College of Technology here in India, I saw a few hesitant learners actually bloom. One shy student who barely spoke in my class became a game leader. So he guided his peers through communication quests, and in the process, he discovered his own confidence. So that is the power of gamification. That is that activity based methodology, that gamification. It actually nurtures confidence, collaboration, and creativity. Now, AI as a learning tool. Now, let's talk about AI. And let me make one thing very clear: AI is not a shortcut. Maybe it can reduce the time, and fine. But it is not a tool to reduce time or complete the work of an individual automatically. AI can be a learning tool. AI can give practice, it can give feedback and space for reflection. It encourages learners to revise, explore, and improve. So, when students use AI the right way, they take ownership of their learning. They move away from doing for marks to learning for mastery. So, and that is exactly the mindset actually we as teachers we want, not dependency but empowerment. So to give you an example, our experience, what to say, experimental projects, okay, the project's name is VersuVox, an AI powered learning app, language learning app it is, and it changed the way the students engaged with English. They could practice pronunciation, they can receive instant feedback, they can earn badges and track their growth. What impressed me most was quickly they shifted from grade seeking to mastery chasing actually. So they weren't doing exercises for simply to get marks, they were doing it because they wanted to get better, because they enjoyed the process actually. the games, the process, they enjoyed it. So that's when I realized AI is not just a tool, it is actually the motivator also. And so here, this is the gamification. I'll just show you what are the things I have done in my class. So VersiVox, which I have been mentioning this, so the students, they themselves have created this app, and it really worked on very well. And after working on that, we've got the feedback from the students, and which was really positive too. And what is the outcome of this? The students, they started presenting in international conferences about how they've done this app and what are all the things integrated, and I mean the topics, and how and what are the challenges they face, and everything they have put it as in paper, and in the international conference they have started presenting it too. And coming to gamification plus AI, like it is actually a powerful learning synergy, I should say. Now imagine what happens when gamification and AI work together. Yes, so vocabulary unlocks like game levels. AI tracks retention and gently adjusts the challenge, right? So students earn points not just for right answers, but for their teamwork, their creativity, collaboration, right? So on. And this model is not limited to language learning alone. What to say, in engineering, actually, the students take a gamified coding challenges with AI mentors. In healthcare, AI simulations let students save virtual patients through communication. And in business, AI plays, I mean, the role plays, prepare them for negotiations and so on. So together, gamification and AI shift learning from rote memorization to immersive participation. Now, these are all the four pedagogical shifts plus case studies I would like to mention. So, education today cannot remain what it was yesterday, right? So, if we want to truly connect with digital native learners, we need to rethink the very foundation of pedagogy. So, there are four major shifts that shaping the classrooms of tomorrow. From content to delivery, active based methodology. So earlier classes were about delivering content, teachers speaking and students listening. Today, that model doesn't work at all. What works is activity based methodology, activity based learning, where students do experiment, solve, create, right? So learning happens best when knowledge is applied. And then the teacher centered to learner centered. So for centuries, teachers were seen like, there is a saying, right? A sage on the stage. So, but today the role has evolved, and we are the facilitators and co-creators. It is not about teaching at students, but learning with the students. Even when they do it, we learn from them, right? So when learners feel ownership, they participate more deeply. And from exams to skills, portfolios, and evidence of practice. See, traditional exams not only measure the memory, but the real world demand skills, right? Right. So the shift is towards portfolios or projects and practice based evidence. It is not just about what students know, actually just writing the exam, whatever they know, no, not at all, but about what they can do. So from and the next one is from static textbooks to technology, gamification, and AI. Here, textbooks are still valuable, but they cannot be the only resource. So students today learn through technology, gamified platforms, and AI enabled tools. These actually bring content to life, make it interactive, and personalize the journey. So these four shifts redefine the classroom, making it more dynamic, inclusive, and future ready. Here is one case study, which is gamification in education. This is one of the elective papers that I've given, one course I have given to the students. In one of my elective courses in my college, we experimented with applying game design principles to English language learning. So the goal was simple, to move away from passive learning and make the classroom to a place of quests, like challenges and rewards. So students were not just participants here, they actually designed this. They became the designers of their own learning journey. They created quests, they played challenges, tracked leaderboards, and even built their own rules of engagement. So the impact was immediate. Motivation increased, participation levels soared actually, and retention improved significantly, I should say. So students who were hesitant to speak, they suddenly found themselves competing to complete that communication challenges and so on. So this elective actually showed us what learners feel like players in a game. They stopped fearing the mistakes, and they started to chase the progress, I should say. Yeah. And coming to the next case study, it is like the vocabulary through memes we have given. Land of lexicons. We have coined the name as Land of lexicons, and vocabulary through movie memes. We have started making the students learn words, vocabulary. This one, vocabulary learning actually moved from the dull world of word listening. It actually lists into the exciting world of memes and movies. We actually introduced a daily meme sharing routine where students selected and owned the words they wanted to learn. So here, this made the vocabulary highly contextual. Instead of memorizing a random list, the students saw words come alive in a meme, a movie dialogue, or a funny situation. That contextualization that led to a better long term retention and real usage. So, here, what I should say is that most importantly, it actually transformed the vocabulary practice into something collaborative and creative. The students were not just studying the words anymore, they were building artifacts inside the jokes they learn, and creative content around the words. And when learning becomes personal and fun, actually it sticks, right? So this is the meme that I have prepared for my students. With my students team, we have done this. And here you can see there is one Tamil dialogue in a movie dialogue. It is a funny dialogue is there, and there is the word and the meaning of the word, and then the sentence which is related with the movie. So here what happens, the students, they are able to understand it quickly. And here with the other advertisements or match, and whatever is trending, okay, so with that we learn the words, and here with videos too. And here these students, they learn the words and they start framing their own sentences. So here these are the examples where these students, they have started framing their own sentences, and it was really good to see this. They started using it also. And next comes another case study where exploring English through micro podcast series. This is one of the most exciting project which piloted was exploring English, like a micro podcast series created entirely by the students. So they produced actually 7 episode series on Spotify where they explored the history, the evolution, and the continuing relevance of English. What made this initiative powerful was that it was accessible, self-paced, and the student produced. So the ownership lay completely within them. So here they were not just learning English, they were creating content in English for an authentic audience. So through this, the students enhanced English beyond the classroom. They themselves were scripting, technical production, and even understanding the audience analytics. So they themselves were doing everything here, um, I should say. And they were creating the entire content, everything they have done. And what is the result? This project was not just an assignment to them, but a published piece of work they could showcase to the world. And it gave them a sense of pride, professionalism, and purpose also. So it was really motivating to them. And here comes the navigating critical challenges and ethical considerations now. We must also recognize the challenges. The digital divide is real, and it is not every learner has equal access to devices and connectivity, right? So teachers also need training and support to design gamified and AI based learning effectively. And finally, we must remember the human AI balance. Technology should augment teaching, not replace the irreplaceable. That is the empathy, the mentorship, the inspiration that only a teacher can provide. AI must remain a tool, humanity must remain the heart of it. Yeah. And now, envisioning tomorrow's learning ecosystem. So, what does the future look like? I see classrooms as innovation hubs buzzing with creativity and discovery. Students will no longer be passive listeners, they will be creators of their own gamified projects, taking ownership of their learning. And teachers will no longer be mere deliverers of content. They'll be learning architects, curating experiences and guiding the learners on their paths. And AI will be present as an ethical companion, always supporting, never replacing. This vision builds bridges between the learners and knowledge, between disciplines, and maybe between human potential and global progress. Yeah. So, reimagining learning together. Finally, let us commit to reimagine learning, to make classrooms not just places of instruction, but maybe arenas of discovery, to make language not just a subject, but a superpower of global communication, to transform education from a rigid system into a movement that inspires curiosity and compassion, because the future starts today. And by redesigning education for digital natives, we are preparing a generation fluent in collaboration, creativity, and compassion. So, ready to face tomorrow with confidence. Those students should be ready to face the next tomorrow with confidence. So, thank you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. It has been a privilege to share these ideas with such a vibrant gathering of scholars and innovators. Let's continue to make education not just smarter, but also more human, more connected, and more inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Sujana, for such an excellent. Um, I'm amazed that the way you have synthesized this excellent presentation. And I'm sure there are so many comments, so many questions, so many administration for you, because the way you have presented and the case studies you have shown, it is excellent. And we can adopt these things because this is how we are different from AI. We have the critical thinking, and I would like to have the comments. Yes, I would like to have the comment from the Honorable Academic Director, Professor Joseph Dunstan, sir, has joined. So I would like to unmute you, sir. You can unmute from your side.
Good evening. Good evening, ma'am. I'm happy to record my appreciation for the way you presented gamification and AI in making the students learn vocabulary and pronunciation. But I would like to have one clarification.
Yes.
Now, as per the pronunciation and vocabulary is concerned, how will they pick up the pronunciation of a particular word and the usage of the words they learn, either from the movie or whatever it is?
Yeah. So here, actually, we'll have to give the pronunciation, and maybe through AI, the words they can listen, the word they can listen and do it, and through the script, through the word script, maybe we can give the pronunciation, how to go ahead, because most of the students, they will not know that pronunciation language, right? So they can listen to the word pronunciations. Yeah.
So listening comprehension is also very important, and
Yes.
you did not touch on that particular point.
Okay, it
Yeah.
is really important. Yes.
Yeah, that's what. Because everybody forgets that all four things, no? LSRW, listening is very important. And I'm really congratulating you because in English language teaching, especially in engineering colleges, you have brought up a new stride of English language teaching for teaching technical English. Congratulations. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, our Honorable Academic Director, Professor Joseph Dustin, sir. Thank you so much for this wonderful comment. And I would like to now take the comment from our Honorable Director from Edoxa Research Center, Professor Dr. Rajesh Kannus.
Thank you for unmuting me. I congratulate Dr. Srijana Madam for her very unique presentation, okay, with as a case study. Of course, AI tools are transforming, but human touch, the emotions, or these are all the things that done by teachers only. We need teachers. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, our Honorable Director. I would like to now take the opportunity for the keynote speaker. Ma'am, one message from your side to all the global academicians, especially those who are teaching linguistics in a technical institutions. Over to you.
You are not replaceable. Actually, you're replaceable because when you teach the language, the students, they learn the language, live the language, and when they live that language, it is their identity. It is their confidence, it is their power. Yes.
Well, what a powerful message as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Sujana, and we look forward to see you in many more of our upcoming international conference. Thank you so much for this very vibrant and excellent session, keynote
Thank you.
session in ICRO. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
So we'll move forward to after this incredible presentation, and this shows that we have to adopt in terms of the learning that how we will move forward. So I would like to now check the availability of our next participant. I would like to here unmute Dr. Pankaj Lathia. Yeah, I would like to check the availability of Dr. Pankaj Lathia here. Yeah, so I'd like to unmute you. You can unmute from your side.
Am I audible, sir?